Well, hello, my pretties. How are you guys all doing today? Well, I'm doing terrific, if you don't mind me saying. I did realize in some of my videos, and you guys probably haven't noticed, but like, look how sad Chucky looks. It's like he's in timeout. Poor dude. You want to join the party? No. Okay, I totally understand. That's cool. Go away now. Go yonder. Be free with Tiffany. Because apparently I'm not the right Tiffany for you. God, so picky. Anywho, I am back at it again, surprisingly. Don't know how I keep doing this. Don't know how I keep having the guts to do it. Not the motivation. I got the motivation now. It's the guts of standing in front of the camera to do this is what I'm saying. Do you know how hard it is? It is freaking hard, I do say, my good man / woman. Whoever's watching, I don't know. Anyway, today I thought I would talk about the top best horror / thriller TV shows that I've seen within the last couple years that I highly suggest you watch. And I will say some are foreign ones, but I will say they do have dub options on there, so if you don't like reading subtitles and all of that fun stuff, because I'll be honest, the only reason I like reading the subtitles and stuff is trying to learn the language. But that's probably about it. Before I get into it, I do also want to show off my handy dandy pants. It says bitches be trippin' because, you know. And then they also say, what is it? 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. You don't have to keep looking at my pants. I can read the stuff for you. It's okay. I don't. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, remind me never to do that again because I'm Okay, we're back at it again. Alright. Didn't think it was gonna flip out like that. I guess freaking my situation has temperamental issues. What does that say? Oh, it says, I just now realized this actually. It's supposed to say who loves horror movies, but it says who loves horror movies. No joke. You're not gonna see it. It doesn't even matter. It says it, I swear. It's like they left out the H. And I apologize. I swear I'm not sick. I don't know what is up with my nose. It just doesn't want to stop running for the life of me. Yeah, I don't know why. Me gonna get angry. Stop. Why you do this? Why you do this to me, camera? Why you do this? Top 10 thriller / horror TV shows I highly recommend. The first one, which are kind of two, but I'm just gonna make them into one because they are from the same people, kind of same gist and everything like that. I highly recommend The Haunting of Hill House and The Haunting of Bly Manor. The reason I recommend those is because when The Haunting of Hill House came out, it it got me on some places. I absolutely love the storyline of it. The place does exist, which made me even more happier on the situation. Like, I love type of stuff like that. Especially Bly Manor. Bly Manor exists too. So whoever decided that they were just going to, like, straight up... Why you do this to me, camera? I will never know. You must hate me deep down inside, Just stay! Okay. So, Haunting of Hill House, Haunting of Bly Manor, most definitely those two I would highly recommend because of the fact that they have such good storylines. I love the fact that they actually exist, in this world. That was a big thing for me. Would I ever go there? Maybe. One day can't kill you, right? It's not like, no, one day can't kill you, right? We're just gonna go with that. Another one, because of the fact that this is going to be coming out with season 4, is Stranger Things. To be quite honest, this TV show doesn't need an introduction. It kind of tells itself because flippin' everybody knows about it, and if you don't, you are just one sad human being that really needs to watch it because, I'm pretty sure 99.9999999% of this world has probably watched them. Point blank period. Point blank period. Highly recommended. Like I said, I don't even have to really explain this movie because explain this TV show because of the fact that it has its own title to itself. It doesn't need no introduction. It shouldn't need no explanation on it. It is what it is. The next one I recommend is American Horror Story, because it will be coming out with another one, and I'm kind of excited about it because it's gonna have Macaulay Culkin in it. I am sorry, dude, if I mispronounced your name. Like I said in one of my previous videos, I speak English to a point, okay? There's only so much I can do as a human being when it comes to things of those. So, I'm super stoked to see him back in the light again and to see what he could do and what he can draw up in that situation thing, whatever you want to call it. But American Horror Story, you can't really explain, and the reason being is not because, I don't want to explain, because it is also one of those, it shouldn't even be explained. If you don't know American Horror Story, you're a horror fan, and you've never watched it, well then, what horror fan are you? That's all I gotta say about it. What horror fan are you? Catch my drift? So, American Horror Story is just different seasons of different, basically different storylines. So that's the reason why it's kind of hard to, sit here and even try to explain the whole situation going on here. Why are my eyes burning? And they're not, burning, they just want to water for some reason. It's driving me nuts. Things are going wrong in this video, man. Things are going wrong. Okay, carrying on. Let's just continue through this because apparently everything's just gonna want to have a temperamental issue in this one. Why? I don't know. Apparently they don't like me. I don't understand. I'm a very nice individual sometimes. Alright. Another one I highly recommend, and this is I would say K-drama. Even though when I think of K-dramas, I don't really think of horror. But it is one hell of a good TV series. and that is Sweet Home. I think it's by far one of my favorites. I cannot wait for season 2. There better be a season 2. Just throwing out there, where's my season 2? You have time. You had the time. Now where is the season? That's all I'm gonna say. But just leave it in your guys' hands. So, Sweet Home, the best way that I could explain it is it's kind of a mixture of Silent Hill and Resident Evil in a way, in a sense. Yeah. Except for it's way more, I guess you could say the characters are on here that are kind of a little bit more detailed than the Resident Evil characters. So, the concept of Sweet Home is basically the world is turning against us, and everybody has this filthiness inside of them, and everybody ends up being cursed, and this curse turns you into the vile creature you really are deep down inside. And so these twisted freaking monsters come out of nowhere and just basically start killing everybody. And these people are locked in this, I guess you could say, apartment complex of sorts, and they have to kind of work together to survive. But the main protagonist in this movie actually is a monster himself, but he's kind of a unique character because he can actually control his monster, which is not known at all. Basically, once the ugliness of you comes out, it's your end game on that. There's no turning back on that situation. So the fact that he can turn himself from monster to human when he tries to, granted, the more he turns himself into monster, the more it gets harder, is what makes this character, or, this character in this TV show absolutely fantastic. If you also love, I guess, another one that kind of reminds me of this, if you love Tokyo Ghoul, it kind of gives you the gist of Tokyo Ghoul. That is for sure. And that is a highly recommended anime TV series, if you love anime. Is Tokyo Ghoul. If you like Death Note, you like Tokyo Ghoul too. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked on this. Another one as well that I would recommend, and yes, I do have a lot. I'm getting to the end. Just sit back and relax, darling. You know you want to hear me talk. I'm just kidding. Nobody ever wants to hear me talk. Cry. Is Light as a Feather. If you've never watched Light as a Feather or haven't even heard of Light as a Feather, it is on Hulu, I believe, is where I watched it. So if you remember as a child playing a game called Light as a Feather, Stiff as a Board. Well, this freaking TV series is all based around this, except for the concept is this girl convinces all these kids to play Light as a Feather, Stiff as a Board, and the reason she has to do it is because this is the way that she lives. If she doesn't do it, she dies herself, because this monster demon thing kind of just possesses her body. But every single time a kid plays it and she's on top of them, she could actually predict their death. So she knows that they're gonna die, when they're gonna die, how they're gonna die. Well, kids start dying off one by one until they start catching on. Later, sooner or later, they go down the road and try to figure out why, how can we stop this? Where did it start? And it leads them on a whole, chase. And time is running out. It kind of gave me a gist in a way of The Ring, the whole 7-day concept type situation. They have a very limited time to work this type situation. So it's highly recommend. I do have 2 more for you. The second to last one I highly recommend is The Purge. Why? Because The Purge is a pretty dang good show. I was surprised by it a little bit, because after a little bit with the Purge movies, I kind of got bored of them, because there's only so much you can do. You know what I mean? Kind of like with the Saw movies, I kind of got bored of them, you know, at the end, because I'm like, okay, what else can you do? Like, it just kind of became more of a kill factor type situation than anything else. But it is most definitely one that I would recommend for sure on that. And my final one that I would recommend is called Alice in Borderland. Now, this is another K-drama. And the best way that I would explain this one is it's like escape room mixed with Saw. So the concept is these three guys end up getting chased away by cops into a bathroom, and they get kind of teleported into Tokyo. So then would it be a J-drama? I don't know. If anybody knows about this stuff, just let me know. It's just a good show, okay? I don't really pay attention. But then I remembered it's in Tokyo, and so I was like, oh, wait. Not K-drama, J-drama. Would it be a J-drama? I don't know. I'm just arguing with myself right now. But they end up teleporting into an alternate universe of Tokyo, which is very, very believable. It looks exactly like it, but everybody disappears except for a certain amount of people. Well, come to find out, they have to do all these crazy tasks, and if they don't do it, they end up dying one at a time. Now, if you do these tasks, there's a high probability you'll die anyway in these, and they collect cards in the process, and a whole bunch of crazy crap happens throughout the whole thing. I don't want to explain a whole lot into it because I do not want to give it away. It is very, a highly recommend show to watch because it is very good. It is absolutely good. I loved it a lot. I really hope season 2 comes out as well with this one. What's the issue? Okay. I don't got things going on here except for talking to myself because it's COVID, so just like give me something to do. Give me something to do. Which is why I'm excited, because R.L. Stein's Fear Street is going to be coming out this July. There's going to be a 3-part series, just so y'all know on that. But until next time, my pretties, I love y'all. Have a good night.